it, Sarah. All day. Hell yeah.
Arm wrestling's about to take place.
Yeah!
Opinion on the top 5 guys in the United States currently. Now, this is a little subjective because, as of late, for the last 2 years, we've been all focused on East versus West. We haven't really got to figure out where everybody stands here. So this is all opinion based. Who do you think's the top 5 right now? And then my other question is, are you in that top 5? Because I think you're right there, bro. I think that there's a very big possibility.
I think I'm in the mix for the number 5. I think you still got your Michael, Jerry, Devin, Dave. And then I would probably say me, John, or Todd Hutchins would probably be, and Todd beat me the last time we pulled, even though it's been a couple of years, but hard to put yourself in front of somebody that beat you. And so did John. So, but I don't think I'm the same guy that I was whenever I pulled him. But until I prove otherwise,
Now, what if you had to pick out of those guys that you just mentioned, you had to pick one guy that you would most want that match just because of their style and how your style matches up with that. And then I want you to tell me the other end of the spectrum of the guy that you would least want to pull out of them.
Probably I'd love to pull Jerry just to see what it feels like, just to see if I can push him out of center, or if he's going to get me out of my bicep, and then as far as least would probably be Dave. I think it's going to look like, it's potentially going to be like when I pulled him left-handed. There's going to be a lot of just raw sideways movement, and I may lose a bicep over the deal. So.
Well, I got to say this, bro. You are the first guy to say that you would want to pull Jerry, bro, because, talking to John Brezink, Travis, now I could definitely tell you Gennady, Georgie, they all
I'm not saying I'll beat him. I'm just saying I think, you hear how hard he is to pull and how unorthodox he is, and, just be fun, be interesting to know.
I just want you to – I'm not saying it like that. What I am saying, though, is he hurts people. That style – hurts. That's what John Brezink said. That's what Travis said. And, Georgie and Gennady just learned that. They don't tell the public or anything, but both of those guys got hurt in their matches, seriously hurt. So, that style is just, it's not fun to deal with, and it's very dangerous to be on the other side of the table. That's what a lot of the fans and a lot of people don't understand and all. Jerry's got that one move, and he's mastered that move. And, a lot of us, we're all pulling. Jerry's pushing. He could put a lot more force on that. So, people that go against him, a lot of times they get shoulder injuries. They pop a pec. They pop their biceps. I'm hearing this all the time, bro. And, we went to practice in Dallas, same thing, dude. There was a big guy there. He's like 6'7", and, he gave Jerry some. Jerry wasn't he was just pulling. He wasn't doing his press, and the guy walked away with a big smile on his face and thought he had some. And I just looked at Jerry like, that guy really do that to you? Jerry's like, oh, come back here, bro. And then he applied the press, bro. And that dude, he was done pulling the rest of the time. And, he was grabbing his chest. And now I'm starting to think, I'm like, I think he popped his pec that day. These top level guys going against him, man. And it's, they're really feeling it. They don't show it then because the adrenaline's going, and I don't think they felt it then, but they definitely popped the pack after that, man. Not fun guy to pull.
Right.
Now, out of all these guys that we're talking about in North America now, what's your dream match? Which one would you just like, this is who I want to pull for whatever reason? Maybe this was somebody you looked up to pulling. Maybe it's a legend in our sport. He doesn't have to be the best or whatever. I just want to know what your dream match is.
I think ultimately it's Dave, because, whenever if I were strong enough to come out on top, it would probably kind of solidify me as, the strongest inside puller in the country,
Now, would you want to pull Dave at the weight you're at now? Or we know that you're on your mission and you're going down to the mid 300s. You're following your meal prep and all that. Where ideally would you like to be? Because we know Dave is probably the strongest man that we know in North America right now.
Oh, I don't have a weight. I don't know how all that'll balance out. I'll just have to kind of play that all by ear. If I, for some reason, were to drop down in weight and suffer, a strength loss, then I'd probably I'd be eating. I'd be right back up wherever I needed to be strong again.
Where do you think do you think there is going to be a drop off at all? Or what's your guess? I know you don't know, but give me an idea what you're thinking.
I wouldn't think so. I mean, I obviously have plenty of excess fat to get rid of. And, as long as my caloric intake and nutrients is right, I wouldn't imagine that, as long as I wasn't at a deficit trying to compete, it wouldn't be a problem.
Now, your meal plan that you're on right now, would you like to say the company or anything? Shout them out or,
Oh, it's a place out of Conway, Arkansas called Mod Meals. Yeah, just one guy good at what he does.
Now, how many meals a day do they have you eating, and what's the frequency time-wise?
About every 3.5 hours right now, 5 meals a day. I think it's right around mid 3,000s calories currently.
Okay, and now are you allowing any cheat meals during the week, or we're staying strict?
I was gonna try to stay strict, and then all this weather hit. We didn't have any food here, and then I couldn't get to him, so I hadn't. It had been a week, and Michael had mentioned, that I'd be better off to do a cheat meal. He's like, it's gonna be hard to not. He's like, I'd just go ahead and plan on it, and take it in stride, and move forward. So we just went out and got something to eat, and then he brought me everything the next day.
Nice. And are you sticking strictly to water, or are you're drinking anything? What's the plan with that liquids?
Yeah, either water or zero calorie type stuff.
Okay, so you're on a real mission here. We're gonna see lots of weight flying off quick over here because you're going pretty intense on the diet here.
I never really drink sodas and stuff anyways. That's not really my, yeah.
Okay. Now, have you ever did this before where you went on a consistent meal plan for an extended period of time?
Yeah, man, I went on a huge deficit whenever I was 18. I weighed 505 pounds, super unhealthy, super overweight. And, I went from 505 to 267 in 18 months naturally.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. You know what? Now that I think about it, I did see some pictures of you and when you were a lot younger, but I thought you were probably 14 there or some shit. You were so big still.
No, I went from almost half my body weight, almost but I was running, I was at back then I was only eating 12 or 1,500 calories a day, and I was exercising 6 to 8 hours a day. Wow. I was a kid that lived at home, and I'd go work out for, I had a job, but I'd just go work out for a few hours in the morning, and then we'd all get together and either play racquetball or basketball for hours in the evening. I'd go run a few miles if I had time to kill. Just all I was worried about back then.
Damn, bro, the frame you must have on you, man, that you were holding 505. Holy crap, bro. You are a big boy, man. And your bone structure does not leave. So even when you get down to 350, you're still going to have that 500-pound frame. That is going to be tremendous power. Wow.
Yeah. So I wasn't vascular or anything at 270 pounds, but, I had abs showing and stuff at 270 pounds when I was 19. And I didn't even have, in my opinion, a whole bunch of mass back then. I probably had maybe 19-inch arms.
So where do you realistically think the lowest you could get down to now? Because, you're so much bigger. Your frame, you developed it so much more. So where's the cruising weight you believe is going to be at?
I would hope somewhere in the mid 300s, but we'll just have to see. It may be low 300s. I don't honestly know.
Hey. Now, does that play any mental role on you? Because I know it's got to feel great going into matches knowing that you outsize these other guys. will that mess with you at all if you go against bigger guys and all? Like a guy like, say you get the match against Levon. 2 years from now, you get the big match. You're at 350 there. You say now, yo, I got to just go back up? Or do you stay at that 350 and hope that it's going to be strong enough to hold?
I don't know the answer to that.
Time will tell. Time will
Yeah,
tell. So
yeah.
just let it play out, and just kind of keep a journal so you know what's going on, and just know how you feel at each weight. So now is this going to be from now on? Like, do you call this a diet, or is this now a way of eating for life that you're going to be doing with this meal plan?
I don't know that I'll stay on the meal service forever. It's not cheap to do. But we'll just see how the plan is. 3 months, evaluate where I'm at, go from there.
Okay. Well, I wish you luck with that, bro. I really would love to see you get even more healthy and better shape. And, I really believe it's going to help on the table as far as endurance and all. And, just even like traveling and all, it's got to be easier to fit in those seats. I remember when we were on the plane to Turkey, and, I saw Jerry, and he was trying to squeeze in. It didn't look too comfortable, man. And I know you're the next size above Jerry, so I couldn't imagine it being that great to be on a plane and squeezed in like a sardine. So before we call it a night, brother, was there anything you'd like to put out there? Anything you want to say? We know now that I know that your dream match is Dave. I'm gonna definitely keep that in mind and see if maybe we get some going on and talk to other promoters in the States and all.
No, I don't got nothing else, man.
Well, I want to thank you for coming on, brother. And I also want to congratulate you for your success at East versus West. And, with the left arm beating a legend, that is definitely something that needs to be talked about. And, everybody had you counted out, and you showed them that you were the real deal. Corey West's left hand has arrived on the world stage, and it's here to stay. So
hopefully so.
Hell yeah, brother. Well, I wish you the best. Keep going with your meal plan, man. And hopefully you're going to rehab that shoulder up, get that 100%. And I'm looking forward to seeing more action from Corey the Gorilla West. Thanks for coming on tonight, brother.
Thank you. We'll talk to you later, buddy.
Have a great night.
You too.